Hello, welcome to this vlog. Update, context, we are in Auckland to go to a concert tomorrow. So I'm just going to film some whatever I feel like filming. Be around my friends. So I maybe not want to film, but I might film something. So this is context for anything else you see in this video. It's really hot, but it's also raining. And I don't know what to wear. That's it. Jonathan's dyed his hair. It's black to look like My Chemical Romance. Does Gerard Way have black hair? In one of the things?
Yeah.
Yeah? Jonathan's cosplaying as Gerard Way. What?
That's hot. Ouch.
So our first stop on this trip was of course going to Starbucks. They misspelled Jonathan's name as Jonard, which was a major highlight, and he did save the sticker from this coffee to keep forever. We checked out the Newmarket Mall and then walked to Queen Street, which is like the main road in Auckland, I think. My legs were really sore from leg day 2 days before, so I wouldn't recommend that. We went to Burger Fuel for lunch. They have a really good vegan option. One option is mushroom, which is obviously a no from me, but the other option is really good. I think it's kurma and chickpea, and it also has vegan cheese in it, which is delicious. Oh, I was pointing my camera at everything and it wasn't filming.
Oh, good job.
And then we went to Real Groovy, which had changed locations since Jonathan and I had last been there. It had all these really cool neon signs everywhere. I found vinyls of Taylor Swift, which was cool. I was really surprised they had a vinyl of hers that's so old. Is the album called Fearless? I don't know, I'm a fake fan, but I thought that was cool to see. And they also had some Waterparks vinyls, which I always look for every time I go to a vinyl store, and they never have any, but they did here, so that was really cool. But I already have both of the vinyls that they had, so obviously didn't buy them, but it was cool to see. Real Groovy was cool in general, but Jonathan and I didn't end up buying anything because, I don't know, they didn't have anything that we wanted, but it is a really cool shop. I would recommend going to if you're in Auckland. It's like the only place in New Zealand that's really like this. And then we went to Krispy Kreme. I got a Biscoff filled donut, which was actually kind of average, and I, in retrospect, would get a different flavour. It didn't taste very Biscoffy to me. And then we got an Uber back to my grandma's where we were staying, and we sat outside for a bit. I was already pretty tired. We did a lot of steps this day. On this day we did 15,000 steps, and I also forgot my watch in the first half of the day, so who knows how many steps I actually did. It was a lot, so I was in pain, and also my legs were so sore from the gym. And there's also this bird on the power line, and I took a video of it because it felt very poetic and like I was a filmographer, so you're welcome for that amazing shot there. While we were in town, I bought this red lip liner to do Jonathan's makeup for the concert, and I felt like trying it on, so I did. I was assessing it. I'm really not sure about wearing lipstick. I'm not used to seeing it on myself, but I did kind of feel like Taylor Swift, so I'll probably never wear it again. We went to H&M spontaneously, which was awesome in itself because I've never been there, but trying on the clothes, the lipstick was really confusing looking at myself with it on in the mirror, so I tried to wipe it off and got it everywhere, and then also got it on this thing I tried on. So that was really idiotic and did force me to buy it when I wasn't going to, but I don't think I regret buying it, so maybe it was all a good thing. Hello, I want to show you what I bought shopping yesterday. I got this dress from Cotton On. It was $15, how could I not? And we went to H&M spontaneously, and I got this skirt, and I like it because it has this slit in it, which someone I've watched on YouTube has skirts like that, and I thought they looked good. And I got this knit thing. I wasn't sure about it, but then I got lipstick all over it, as you saw. So I figured I had to buy it, but then I thought it was going to be $30 and it was $20. Everything I got from H&M was cheaper than I thought it was going to be. And then I also got this like slip dress which has like lace detailing at the top and it's like shiny and flowy, and I had to buy it. And I also got some purple socks and also these socks which I got because I thought these looked cool, and then it has like a normal pair, and then this side says angelic, which I'm really not sure about on a sock, but I figured I like the white one. And that's everything I got. I don't even actually know what I'm going to wear today because I have so many things to choose from. We are going to go to a model shop today for Jonathan, and the concert's tonight, but it's not till 8. So I don't know what we're going to do between the model shop and the concert because it's only 10:30. So we'll see what happens. This is my grandma's cat. Her name is Alice. She is an angel. She rolls over for belly rubs and it is very cute. I decided to wear my new dress today and then I got something on it immediately. I've literally been wearing it for like 5 minutes. I think maybe it's sunscreen. There's some there too. So now I have to figure out what else to wear instead. I'm wearing Jonathan's My Chemical Romance shirt and the new dress there, skirt there has the slit in it, which I think looks cool. After finally deciding what to wear, Jonathan and I headed off for the day. We walked for about half an hour to a model shop for cars for Jonathan to look at. I was wearing my tote bag that has Grateful Dead on it, as you can see maybe in the later footage. I bought this from Cotton On not knowing that it was band related. I just liked the teddy bears. And then I was at this model shop with Jonathan and this old man sees it and goes, I really love Grateful Dead. And I was like, me too. And then he says, do you have any shirts of them? And I could honestly answer yes, because I do have one that I got from Cotton On that I thought looked cool. So I could say, yeah, I do. And I wasn't lying. And then he said, yeah, I really like them. I know some people don't, but I really do. And I was like, yeah, that's really cool of you. And we looked at each other and it was awkward. And then I walked away and left the shop. Oh, thank God he didn't ask me what my favourite song was. I went and sat at the bus stop because it was the closest seat near the model shop Jonathan was at, and it was actually really nice to just sit outside in the sun and not hover around Jonathan in a dark model shop where there are no seats, and it's boring to be honest if you don't care about it. So I enjoyed sitting there. And then I bought this, what would you call it? Like, it's like a cinnamon scroll, but it wasn't advertised as the cinnamon scroll, it was advertised as something else. But I couldn't tell you what that was, but it was very good. And then we walked to our friends where they were staying at the Airbnb for a while. Before walking back to my grandma's, we of course had to stop at the Ferrari dealership because Jonathan is obsessed with cars. He can see him taking multiple photos of many red cars. Someone was actually buying a Ferrari from the dealership while we were there, which we both thought was crazy, just walking into a Ferrari dealership and being like, yep, I'm gonna buy a Ferrari, thanks. And here, I just thought it was pretty out here. The clouds look cool. And I also filmed with motorway because I felt like a filmographer. So, you're welcome for my skills. Hello, I'm so tired right now. My legs are sore from walking. What?
It's gonna fall off.
Yeah, I do have a foot long. I got cheese in it to make it taste better, as I usually don't let myself buy cheese. But otherwise, I don't think it would taste good. So it's 3 o'clock. The concert. What? Oh, you want to be there?
At 6.
At 6? Oh good, that's still 3 hours. What did you get?
I'm not sure what way's up. I think they might have overstacked my stack a bit.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
I'm pretty hungry, so I think anything would taste good right now. That is a thick burger. It's definitely stacked. You look great. I should become a makeup artist. Change careers. Here we are on the bus to the concert. The bus was full of emo kids. We were all going to the same place. What counts as overpriced? The first band that played was Miss June. Here I am eating next to my Subway. It was Miss June. They were better than I expected, but I have tried listening to them and couldn't get into them. But it was okay. And then I got some hot chips, which tasted kind of strange and were probably overpriced. But I needed to eat something, and hot chips are hot chips. And here we had Goodnight Nurse playing, which is a New Zealand band that apparently hasn't played together for like 13 years. They were better than I expected, like legitimately, but it was still a rip-off because we were originally, when this concert was first planned, supposed to get Midnight Youth and Jimmy Eat World, and instead we got Miss June and Goodnight Nurse, and I'd way rather have those other bands, so don't appreciate that, but it was okay. And then eventually My Chemical Romance came on, and it was very exciting. We walked most of the way home. There were so many people out. Like, I didn't even realize how many people were at this concert until we were leaving. Apparently it was something like 70,000 people. And here I am trying to film the moon and failing. We walked a really long time. We stopped at BP and I got a grilled cheese, and they had a TV there with captioning on, so it was actually quite relaxing sitting there on the couch and watching this movie with the captions on. And then I went home and ate 2 muesli bars because I was absolutely ravenous after this concert. Like, I was hungry pretty much the whole time, even though I did take food with me. Note to future me, I'm always starving after concerts. Please remember this. I'm so tired. Do you like my shirt? I think I made a good choice buying this one. This sushi was possibly the best sushi I've ever had. I haven't had sushi this good in months. We then went to Countdown and bought chocolate bars for sustenance, obviously. We took the bus into the main town bit and split up from our friends, and Jonathan and I just went for a bit of walk to see what it's like. Here I am. I tried to film a bike on someone's balcony, so that's the context of what's happening here. And then I think we finally made it to, I think it's called Wynyard Quarter, which my grandma had been telling us to go to. It was really, really pretty. It was kind of posh feeling, and the restaurants were way too expensive for us to be eating at, but it did look really cool. We stopped for a break as my feet really hurt from all the walking that we had been doing. It was like 20,000 steps a day. And we ate our chocolate, which was very nice. So what are they doing?
Yeah, like it was fully like the whole party was submerged.
We continued walking around and we found this padlock bridge, which was pretty cool. We don't really see that kind of stuff in New Zealand, and I'm pretty sure that's the harbour bridge in the distance. And then here were some bird stickers, which I thought were interesting. I'm not really sure what the meaning of them are, and we couldn't really tell what this area used to be. It had obviously been like, I don't know if gentrified is the right word, but had been redeveloped to be more touristy, and I couldn't really tell what it used to be. And then Jonathan and I got on a double-decker bus, which was pretty cool. Really good views, I would recommend. We took it to an outlet mall that was kind of far away from where we were staying, so that's why we had to catch the bus. I bought lolly cake, which we ate, and also a mini brownie, because we hadn't really eaten a lot of food. We did do some shopping, but nothing crazy. I'm gonna eat all of these. I was desperate for food, so I bought pikelets from Countdown and did indeed eat them all in one go because I was so hungry. My grandma made us dinner for our last night there, which I really appreciated, especially the vegetables, because we hadn't really been eating any fruits or veggies the whole time we were there, so I loved that. And we watched Married at First Sight with her, which was really funny, and she was saying how she is watching it for the psychological aspect of analysing people, and it was just quite entertaining. The next day, my grandma gave us a ride to the airport, and we wanted to be there really early for our flight because we had been early for our flight up to Auckland, and then the whole process of it went really quickly, and we were like, oh, maybe we weren't as early as we thought we were. So we got to the airport really, really early, and our flight was delayed by at least an hour. So we were at the airport for like 4 or 5 hours before we got to get on our plane. I was desperate for food, so I got a donut from Dunkin' Donuts. It was really average, and I would not buy it again. I got chips and this McFlurry from McDonald's. The McFlurry was supposed to have be a special caramel version, which is, I don't know if you'd have that in other countries, but it's the special Cadbury's flavoured chocolate that we have at the moment. And then after I ordered it from the self-service thing, they told me that they didn't have it, so I had to have Oreo instead, and honestly it sucked, and I don't understand why people buy McFlurries, because there's no sauce in it, which is the whole point. Otherwise you just have average soft serve with really crunchy Oreo, and it's not good, okay? Why are you guys buying these things? And then here I am waiting at the boarding gate, pretending not to film myself but wanting to have vlog footage. I did wear my My Chemical Romance shirt on purpose so that everyone around me would know I went to the concert. And there were actually a lot of people on our plane that were wearing My Chem merch from the show, so that was cool to see, although no one that I knew. I got the window seat, which was very exciting, so I got to film out the window, and I also fell asleep for most of the flight, which was amazing, and I would highly recommend doing that because it went way faster than it normally does. Overall, I had a really good time on this trip, and it was fun to get away from real life and work and stuff, but I was very glad to be coming home. There's just something about being at home that I love. I'm such a boring person, but I love being at home. And then we landed, and there was this beautiful rainbow welcoming us home. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you had fun. Bye.